Hi everyone, welcome back to Swiss Home Garden. I'm Chitra. In this video, I want to share with you our experiences with eczema and how we could try to combat eczema in our family, and I will also be sharing with you a recipe to make your own homemade eczema cream. Eczema is a little bit prevalent in my family, especially my mother had it in her late 50s. Then my daughter as an infant started to develop rashes at the beginning, and between the age of 1 and 2 it got quite severe. Then we also have a few extended family members who have eczema, so it's probably genetic. I don't have eczema, but my daughter has a little bit. There was a time when it was so severe that we were really like shaken up. But I went to an Ayurvedic health practitioner, a Chinese medicine doctor, then also to a dermatologist. All of them had something similar to say. They said that this is becoming a very common occurrence in many children, but by the age of 5, it slowly disappears. This also coincides with my knowledge of what I know of Ayurveda is till the age of 5, the child's gut and digestive system is developing. If we are careful with the diet, then you can adjust the body, and the body gets also adjusted to the environment and the foods and everything, that it slowly disappears. And true to that, my daughter started to have less of these symptoms by the age of 5. But it didn't finish there, let me tell you. I noticed that in her case, when she was around 3 years old, between Christmas and New Year, she had a flare up. And then I figured out it was the chocolates which she was having during the Christmas time. Like she had this advent calendar which had chocolates, and then it started to flare up in her case. Then we cut out on the chocolates. There are certain foods which actually aggravate eczema. What I personally found in her case was chocolates, then dairy and gluten. Gluten in her case was easy to cut out because I was anyway baking spelt bread, and we figured out about that about 3 to 4 years back by going to a health practitioner, and he was also doing kinesiology. He could figure out with the muscle test that if we cut out these two, it will quite a bit subside, and exactly like that it happened. So the cheese that she is kind of allowed is sheep cheese or goat cheese, but she doesn't like either, so we try to get lactose free cheese, and most of these hard cheeses are lactose free, but we try to keep it at a really minimum. The other factors which I noticed which can aggravate in her particular case is drinking ice cold drinks and ice cream. Now this also is coinciding with Ayurveda. Taking ice cold drinks and ice creams long term reduces the digestive fire in your body. So when you have a very bad digestion, then the eczema starts to flare up. So this year we were very careful that she didn't have too many ice creams in the summer, so it was not so bad. And ice cubes in the water I try to avoid, but once in a way it's very difficult when her friends are around, but we try to reduce it to a minimum. Main thing is keep your digestive fire really healthy. This way you do not have to have all these imbalances in your body. The whole point of having a good digestive system is to have a healthy digestive fire in your body. Too much of the fire can also create eczema. The other food items which are known to aggravate eczema are eggplants, tomatoes, and anything which is sour, even white sugar. So these are the things which is, to my knowledge, to be avoided if you are having eczema. I don't know, there are many people having many ideas about this food, but this is what I know, that's what I'm sharing with you. So don't take my word for granted, you will have to test it out yourself, what's working, what's not working. This is what I know according to my experience. So we cut out the gluten, we cut out the dairy. If it is dairy, then I try to give her raw milk and raw milk stuff, but everything under moderation. Moderation is the key for a healthy lifestyle, healthy diet and a healthy gut. I'm trying to introduce her to a lot of fermented foods, but it is taking its time. The eczema cream which I want to share is having castor oil. Castor oil is very nourishing for your skin. It is moisturizing. Castor oil has a lot of medicinal values, like it is anti-inflammatory. It is also a painkiller. You can use it when you have a lot of pain. It helps the blood flow. A lot of properties are there with castor oil. The other oil which I will be adding is neem oil. I'm not new to neem or neem oil. Neem leaf itself has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties. In fact, when we were kids, when we had chicken pox, what my grandmother used to do is she used to give us neem leaves to rub on our skin to avoid you scratching the boils with your hand, because that can damage your skin and increase more the itching. So we used to have neem leaf to rub it on that whenever we had this itchy skin, and so we didn't have any scars left from our chicken pox. You can even collect the neem leaves, make a paste and use it on your skin, especially when you have the chicken pox or any of the pox things which come up in your skin. Neem oil we use also for our plants by diluting it to avoid any of the insects and pests that are coming. We also used once neem oil when we had an infestation of ants. But the thing is, don't use too much of neem oil, just 5% of the other oils that you're adding. The other oils that I will be adding is also a little bit of vitamin E oil. Vitamin E oil is nourishing. Then sweet almond oil. All of this will be in equal quantities. The only thing which I will be reducing is only 5% of neem oil. So I will be adding shea butter, cocoa butter, a little bit of beeswax so that it has this ointment like consistency. Then castor oil and vitamin E oil and 5% of neem oil. I don't think I will be adding any essential oils to make it smell good, but it's left to you. What I used to use in her case when the eczema was flaring up was evening primrose oil. This is what the doctor prescribed for her, and evening primrose oil is a wonderful oil for many reasons. I also take it. You can take it internally and you can apply it on your skin. It does reduce this itchiness. It's also very moisturizing. What I was giving her was this evening primrose oil tablet, and when it was extreme in the winter is when she has more dry skin. That's also the time when there is cheese, raclette party, chocolates. So ask her to apply this evening primrose oil. So you can add that also into this eczema cream. It helps. It is nourishing and moisturizing for the skin. Now let's begin with the recipe.
For making this homemade ointment, you will need 3 tablespoons of shea butter, then about 2 tablespoons of cocoa butter, a little bit less than 1 tablespoon of beeswax pellets, a tablespoon and a half of sweet almond oil. This is very nourishing for the skin. And then 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of vitamin E oil. This is also very nourishing and it preserves the other oils in this ointment. It is an antioxidant. The main ingredient would also be neem oil. Neem oil is an antibacterial and antimicrobial oil. So you will need to be very careful when you're adding this. You will need just about 1 to 1.5 teaspoon of it, because neem can also burn your skin and you can get eczema with excess burning. And then we will also add 1 tablespoon of castor oil. All the ingredients I'm using is organic. Since we will be using the beeswax pellets, you will have to work very swiftly once all of it has melted. We will need a double boiler. Since I don't have a double boiler, you will need to heat up a hot water pot and then place another glass bowl and then melt all the fats inside. Melt all the fats like the cocoa butter, shea butter, beeswax, sweet almond oil and castor oil. Once all these fats have melted, cool it slightly and then add in the vitamin E oil and the neem oil. You will need to add just about 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of neem oil since neem oil is extremely strong. Mix thoroughly, and at this stage you can also add a few drops of essential oils. Lavender essential oil is an excellent essential oil for dry skin and for eczema, but if you're sensitive to it, you can omit this and use some other essential oil of your choice. I personally like also sandalwood essential oil because this is also excellent for the skin. Mix everything thoroughly and then store it into sterilized glass jars or into these aluminum boxes.
I hope you could get some tips and some insights regarding eczema. Thank you for watching. I will also be leaving the recipe in my blog, so please take a look at my blog at swisshomegarden.com. See you in my next video. Bye bye.